In this video, you're going to see a full A to Z course on starting an AI YouTube channel, exactly how to build, how to grow, how to monetize a long form YouTube channel from literally zero. And just to show you some proof, this is one of my channels which made me $4,000 last month alone. This is literally just one of my channels, all right? So just before we get into it, just a quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed advisor. No results or returns are guaranteed. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making any financial decisions. Also, this video is going to be completely uncut, so if you have a problem with that, just go away from my channel. I do not edit my videos. Now, before we get into it, who am I? I'm Steffen. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same. For example, here Martins, we've helped to make $31,000 a month, or for example, here another student, $24,000 a month, or here another one, $4,000, and many, many more. You can pause the video and scroll through all of these. Now, if you're interested in getting similar results, check out the first link in the video description, book a call with me personally, and I'll see if I can actually get you to these results. All right. Then we also have a completely free Skool community where you will find a full free course. Make sure to check that out as well. Second link in the video description. Now, I would say let's get started with the faceless YouTube automation system. Before we can kind of even start our channels, we need to understand the whole system. What system does this even run on? All right. So this is how the process is going to kind of look like. So firstly, we need a video idea or a niche, which we're all going to cover in this video, like literally every single small thing you can think of, right? Then we need to create the video. So either we can create it ourselves, which is for free, or we can hire freelancers to create the videos for us. That means we would hire a scriptwriter, a voiceover artist, a video editor, and a thumbnail designer. Now, most of these tasks you can actually outsource, not outsource, but do it with AI, right? Which would then again bring down the video costs extremely low. That's why I say like YouTube automation is one of the best business models to get into in 2026. And I would get into it as fast as possible to not be too late, you know? Then we upload the videos to YouTube, we create a channel for completely free, and we upload the videos, the faceless videos to YouTube. Then how do we actually make money? So we monetize these videos through ads, sponsorship deals. There's so many different ways how you can monetize a faceless YouTube channel. And that is what makes it so cool. Now, let's actually look at the differences between a personality channel and a faceless channel. So firstly, with the personality channel, we need to be in front of the camera. It really depends on the personality. Like Mr. Beast cannot just replace himself. And it's not very delegatable, right? Because you always have to be there. You always have to do something, all right? Then with the faceless channel, it's completely different. We hire a team to create the content for us. So we hire freelancers from third world countries. We delegate all of the work. We can scale it up quite fast. So we can scale it up way faster. No appearing on camera required. You don't have to film any videos like I do here. And it can actually be sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right? You can actually sell a faceless YouTube channel. Now, let me actually go through the YouTube ecosystem and how YouTube and you are actually going to make money. So firstly, we have the creators, we have YouTube, and we have the advertisers. So creators is channels or people that create content for YouTube, and then advertisers are brands and companies that pay YouTube to run ads. All right. Now, content creators receive about 55% of YouTube's ad revenue, which is more than any other kind of platform is actually giving their creators, all right? In 2024, YouTube's global advertising revenue amounted to approximately $64 billion with a B, not a M, right? So how this works is advertisers come to YouTube, they pay YouTube, the creators get 55% of the split, and the YouTube gets the rest. And that's how YouTube and also advertisers make money with YouTube, all right? Now, how do you actually make money with YouTube? So firstly, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which might sound harder than it actually is. So most of our students, like on average, our students get monetized within literally 2 to 3 weeks. As you can see here, monetized in 20 days, just as an example, not 2 to 3 weeks, but 3 to 6 weeks, sorry. That's how fast most of our students get monetized. Then how much can you actually earn from YouTube? So CPM, cost per 1,000 views. How much advertisers pay per every 1,000 views or impression their ad gets. All right. Then RPM is revenue per 1,000 views. How much you actually earn for every 1,000 views. All right. Then if you have a RPM of $5 and you get 1,000 views, then you make $5, 10,000 views is $50, 100,000 views is $500, 1 million views is $5,000, 10 million views is $50,000. That's how much you can make, right? Now keep in mind, this is not guaranteed. I don't want this video to get taken down by YouTube. Then we have here this channel, just as an example, we have 900,000 subscribers, which is quite a big channel, but this channel isn't that old. You guys can literally go ahead and check it out yourself. So we can see here, this video here alone got 10 million views, which probably generated this channel round about, especially like considering the video length, probably like around about $100,000, this one single video. So yeah, this channel is currently doing around about 13 million views a month, which is between $35,000 and $100,000 a month. I would rather say $100,000 a month because the videos are super, super long. So this is kind of the YouTube system and the whole faceless YouTube system. I hope you guys understand it. If not, just watch this again. Now let's actually get into the whole step-by-step process. So firstly, step one is basically choosing a profitable long form niche. A niche, in easy words, is the topic you are going to post videos about. There are multiple ways to find a good niche, but I will show you the homepage method today, which is one of the most insane ways how you can find niches in 2025, 2026, right? But before that, here's some important characteristics we want to look for, which are kind of there with every single good niche, all right? So firstly, number one, and I know I mentioned this over and over and over again, but this is just extremely important. And if you don't have this, this is why most of you fail, all right? There are under 5 smaller channels creating content in this niche that are constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. This means high demand and low supply, all right? This is one of the most important things of YouTube automation. If you don't get this, you have a problem, all right? And the reason why 99% of you guys fail is because of this, right? Then there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. Very important, self-explanatory. Then there are no channels, smaller channels failing. All right, very important, because if other channels are failing, why should you win, right? Then the niche is not older than 6 months. I can create better content than all of my competitors. This can also just be longer content. We'll get into that later. I'm actually interested in this niche. This is not a must as long as you build a team that actually has interest in the niche. Then is the niche monetizable? Very, very important. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money. And then a must-have tool is NextLab. I would highly recommend it. First link, or not first link, but it's somewhere in the video description, right? And you get a 20% discount. Okay, so let me actually show you guys how the homepage method works. Let me just show you guys how it works. Let me just open an incognito to kind of play a new homepage, and then I'll show you guys on an existing homepage how that whole thing would look like. All right, so firstly, we go here to, let me just to my YouTube homepage. Now I just have a YouTube incognito window open already. So I was doing some niche research already for music channels. But yeah, you open a brand new incognito window exactly like this one here. And what you do then is you go to search anything you're interested in. Let's say, for example, aviation, just as an example, right? So this can be literally anything you're interested in. All you're doing now is you're looking for faceless channels. Let's see, is this channel faceless? No, it's not faceless. Is this channel faceless? You can literally scroll through here. No. Let's see, is this channel faceless here? This channel is indeed faceless. So let's click on this video and let it play, all right? I've never done it in the aviation niche in a video, so not sure how long it's gonna take. But now we just let this video play. And then here we have another faceless video, but this is animation, so we don't want to go for that. Let's see what else we can find. So here on the sidebar, we're literally only looking for faceless videos. So here, another one already, 15,000 subscribers, 77,000 views, which looks good. But these are the typical war videos. Niche is super, super saturated. But again, what makes this channel work and what makes other channels not work? This channel specifically works because it's a different kind of format. It's a different kind of thumbnail style, right? So I'm actually going to save this one for myself as well. But let's just keep on going. Now we see already a bunch of war stuff here, which I don't really want to see. But here's another, I'm not sure if this video is faceless, but here's another faceless channel. So we can see, let's see how big this channel is. 2,000 subscribers, 19,000 views. This is how easy it is. So now we're already finding niches. It's literally insane. Don't know why this got blocked, but yeah, here we have another one. It's doing decent, not the best, but it's doing okay, right? So 1 month old. It's doing good if you ask me, all right? But now we already clicked on a few videos. What I want you guys to do is always subscribe, like the videos and stuff like that to kind of show YouTube we want to see these kind of videos. Then we go back to our YouTube homepage, right? Like this. And then we can see on our YouTube homepage that YouTube is going to show us faceless niches. Now it's actually not showing us too much, probably because I didn't click through enough videos. So you literally want to do this for quite a while. But here's just as an example, faceless channel. Damn, this one is actually doing pretty well. So 8 videos, 8,000 subscribers, 800,000 views. So here we have a faceless niche just as an example. But now let me actually show you guys how it would look like on a YouTube page that has already, done this for a while. I just quickly want to subscribe to this channel because it's doing quite well. So I just want to save it. That's literally how I save all the channels I find. But now we are on a YouTube homepage where I do niche research. So just as an example here, see it first. Okay, I've actually subscribed to this channel already, but this is also a channel I found on my YouTube homepage, right? Let's see what else we can find. So I'm going back to my YouTube homepage, and all I'm gonna do now is I'm literally gonna look here on my YouTube homepage and look for faceless channels. So here, this one is not doing good. Let me see what else we can find here. Another one, 24,000 subscribers. This one looks more like shorts. Okay. But this is literally how you do niche research. Sometimes you're lucky and you find a bunch of stuff. Sometimes you're not lucky and you don't find that much. It seems like today's an unlucky day. But on here, you will literally find a bunch of niches. So let's see. Let me actually try to find something very quickly. Not waste too much time. So no, this is like animation type. No, too big. This one I already know. Before maybe. Okay, so it's again a new channel, but it's a dead one. But this is literally how you do niche research. I have multiple videos. I don't know why I don't find any now. But what you can do with ElevenLabs is here, you can go to niche overview, right? Just as an example. Man, why am I not logged in? Okay. Like with ElevenLabs, you guys probably know how it works. I don't know why I'm not logged into it now. I'm not gonna go deep into it now and try to log in because I'm a bit on a time pressure. I have to be somewhere in like 40 minutes. But ElevenLabs, you can kind of see all of the data and everything from the channel. I think most of you guys know how ElevenLabs works. All right, so now we have it covered how to actually find a niche. Now we actually need to go to step 2, which is the channel foundation and the whole branding and everything. So firstly, we need to have a channel name that is actually relevant to your niche. Very, very important, has to be relevant. Then a simple icon. You can literally generate it with AI, with ChatGPT. There are like a bunch of logo generators you can use to generate logos. Then just a clean banner. In most cases, you don't even need a banner in the beginning. I usually don't even add a banner in the beginning. Just 3 to 6 weeks describing words, describing what you're doing. Can also just be the channel name. Then strong description with keywords. All of these things you can actually generate with AI, like everything, all right? Then channel description formula, so what your channel actually provides, the upload expectations, the email contact, a disclaimer, and also add social media links. Now, all of these things are kind of there to show YouTube that you are a human. Keep in mind, YouTube is currently really going against, what's it called, like AI channels or completely AI generated spam content. And this is where, your email, your contact gets in handy, right? Because they see like, hey, it's a real human or a good channel description. Or here, just as an example, add social media links, like accounts that have the same username as your YouTube channel. That just shows YouTube that you are a human and not an AI bot, right? Then we come to our content strategy. So competitors already show what works, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can literally look at like, hey, what actually works on my on competitor channels? Like here, for example, we can clearly see this topic here works, and we can create videos on this topic with a kind of a little bit of a different angle, right? So YouTube's algorithm rewards proven formats, right? Exactly here, this niche is proven to work already, but this channel kind of, change it up a little bit, right? So it's still the same kind of format, video format, but it's different packaging, which makes it massive. And that's why this channel works so well. Then the shortest path to growth is modeling winners and not guessing. Guys, I see too many people of you guys like trying to reinvent the wheel. Don't do that. Just do what works. And trust me, you will win with YouTube. Then our goal is build a content strategy based entirely on data, not just how you feel or what you feel is going to do well. So we have like a competitor research checklist, which you can follow to kind of know exactly how your content should look like, right? So number one, video length is extremely important. Many people kind of like they underestimate the I don't know how to say it, but they underestimate the power of length, all right? So identify the top 5 to 10 videos in that niche, then record the average video runtime. Note, does longer equals better or does shorter perform better? So for video length, you always want to create longer videos than your competitors, all right? Always 1.5 times. Like if their video is 10 minutes, right? Times that with 1.5 and then you get 15 minutes, which would then be your video, all right? So then the video structure plus style, how often do they actually, or how do they open their video? There we have it. Then the whole pacing and rhythm. Is it like fast cuts? Is it a slow documentary? What exactly are they doing? Then the voice style, is it AI, human, deep voice? What exactly is it? And try to find a voiceover or a voiceover artist that does very similar voiceovers, right? Then how's the visual format? Is it a lot of B-roll? Is it gameplay, stock footage, animations? You want to kind of like study and reverse engineer their videos to kind of recreate, or not recreate, but create very similar style videos, because we know that the audience already likes those videos. Then editing patterns, what transitions do they use, captions, effects, how exactly do their videos look, all right? Then for the thumbnails, what colors they use, faces or no faces. For example, here we see it's mainly black and white. They actually use faces. Then the number of elements. In most thumbnails, we will see 3 elements, which we see here as well. So 1, 2, 3, we could call this element 2. Then we have 4 elements, but most thumbnails have around about 3 elements, all right? Then style consistency across their channel, which we have here. It's a very, very similar style, which works very well. Then what do their top performance have in common? This is very important because here, just as an example, we again want to work with data and what we can actually clearly see works instead of just guessing, all right? Then posting frequency, how many videos do they post per week? How do they batch content? Like, can you actually batch this content? If yes, that's always very good. And are uploads seasonal or consistent? Like this channel here, just as an example, is posting quite consistently, right? Yes, for the videos per week, we kind of want to match our competitors, all right? Then performance patterns, which videos blew up, which videos flopped, what themes repeat across the winners. So here again, we just want to look at what kind of really performs on their channel, all right? Then turn findings into the strategy, our rules. So rule number 1, aim for a video 1.5 times longer than the average competitive video length. Why? Longer videos equals to higher watch time, equals to faster monetization. And YouTube obviously is gonna push out longer videos way harder than they're gonna push out small videos or shorter videos. Why? Because your long video is gonna keep someone on YouTube for way longer than like a 10-minute video, all right? So for example, if your competitors average around 8 minutes, we make 12-minute videos. Very, very simple. For the video strategy, we use competitor openings as inspiration. So we look at their hooks, we can use ChatGPT, all of these things to kind of study the video scripts in the begin to kind of match that, right? So we match the pacing model, so fast, medium, or documentary slow, which would then be, we let ChatGPT analyze their scripts. We keep visual format consistent with the niche. We use better B-roll or cleaner AI visuals to actually stand out. So what I would do, for example, for this channel, what you could do, you could, for example, bring these videos to life, right? So you could kind of have like AI animate the images, just as an example, right? Then we follow the instructional beats, but improve on clarity and storytelling. Storytelling is also something that is extremely underrated when it comes to YouTube automation. Let me know if you want a video to that, all right? Then thumbnail strategy, very easy rule. Match competitor thumbnails very closely, especially in the begin, because that is exactly what the audience already reacts positively to. So not as simple as possible, but as similar as possible, all right? Very, very important. Keep the same color palette, same layout style, similar levels of contrast, similar emotional expression and tension, okay? This is very important. If your thumbnails do not catch the viewer emotionally, difficult, all right? Then it's gonna be difficult for you. Then the reason is very easy. YouTube already trained the audience to click on this video style or on this content style, as I've already mentioned. We do not want to reinvent the wheel we do not reinvent thumbnails. We replicate what viewers already respond to. That's our goal when it comes to thumbnails, okay? Then our posting strategy, very easy rule. We match our competitor posting strategy frequency one-on-one. If they post 2 times a week, we post 2 times a week. If they post daily, we post daily. Why? Frequency sets the expectation for your niche, and the outcome is very simple. I don't know how to say this word, into the content rhythm. YouTube already rewards. Very easy to understand. Then we have a strategy summary. So video length, 1.5x competitor average. Video structure modeled after top 3 channels with the top 3 videos. Then thumbnails, nearly identical style to top performers. Posting frequency, same as niche leaders. Iteration, review analytics weekly and adjust. All right. So this is kind of how we would how our content strategy would look like. Now, keep in mind, what we're going to do is we're not going to go ahead and copy these videos one-on-one, but we can take this exact thing, what we see here, and we could take it into a different sub-niche, all right? We never just want to copy it one-on-one. So then we come to step 4, content creation. So here you have 3 different options when it comes to content creation. So either you do it yourself, you do the hybrid method, or you fully outsource it, which I'm going to explain to you guys now the advantages and disadvantages of all. So yes, so the hybrid method, the do-it-yourself method, the advantages are very simple. Basically no costs, 100% profit, new skills because you learn how to edit and do all of these things. Then you have full control over your videos and how everything looks. Now the disadvantages are that it is not scalable, extremely time consuming. Trust me, to edit a video, you're gonna sit there for a few hours. Then the learning actually takes a bunch of time. Without you do not make any money. Then the hybrid method where, the freelancers do some stuff and you do some stuff. The advantages for that are it's very low cost. You do what you enjoy to do. So if you like video editing, you edit the videos. Then you still have more control over the whole process. Now the disadvantages are it's only partially scalable. It's very time consuming. Some capital is required, and without you, there's still no income. Now, if you fully outsource, this is what we do, what our students do. Some of them actually work with the hybrid method, but many of them fully outsource. So advantages are it's not time consuming, right? Not at all, because you don't create the content yourself. It's extremely scalable, still over 80% profit margin if you do it correctly. Then time freedom, experienced freelancers, and without you, there is still an income. Then disadvantage, it requires some initial capital, all right? So this is kind of the whole content team setup. You can decide whatever you want to do. Now let's actually get into where to hire these different people. So a thumbnail designer, you would actually hire from X, where you will find the best thumbnail designers out there, but they are going to be a bit more expensive. Fiverr, you can also find some not the best. Upwork, you can also find some a bit cheaper, but also not the most insane thumbnail designers. But they, in most cases, do the job quite decent. Then Discord, there are many Discord channels where you can find good freelancers. script writers. So you can find them on Upwork or on Discord, or you can just use ChatGPT, right, to write the script, or even, Claude AI. You can decide whatever you want to do. I have a bunch of videos on this channel, by the way, explaining exactly how to do it with ChatGPT. Then voiceover artists, you can find them on Fiverr, or you can use ElevenLabs, which is an AI voiceover generator. You can also use here GenAIPro to kind of generate the voiceover with that. Then video editor, you can find them on Upwork. I highly recommend Upwork. X is also very good, but keep in mind they are going to be a bit more expensive, all right? Or on Discord, where you can find a bunch of good people as well. Then for channel managers, if you want to scale past 10K a month, I would highly recommend you guys to get a channel manager. What means past 10K a month? But if you want to run like multiple channels at once, I'd highly recommend a channel manager, which you can hire from your friends, like your friend group. Have a look if you can find that. You pay them 5% of your channel revenue, right? Or it's just a base salary, okay? You can find them on Upwork, or you can hire someone of your team members, right, to be the channel manager. Usually the scriptwriter is typically quite good at that, all right? Now, just very quickly, before we continue, keep in mind, if you're interested in working close with me, just check out the first link in the video description, and let's see if we can get you some results like here. For example, a student doing 4K a month. Book your call right now. We still have spots available, so book your call very quickly with me. And we'll see if I can actually help you to get the same results. Then we have our niche testing strategy, which kind of avoids you losing thousands of dollars. So I follow this exact process for every niche I get into to avoid spending money on videos that will never work. Many people don't do this, and then they waste a lot of money and a lot of time, all right? So firstly, we start out with niche research. Then we have different kind of accounts. So we have a new account, a personal account, an aged account, and a pre-monetized account. This is just a brand new account which you can create right now. Then we have a personal account which you can kind of, it's an account which you used for years and years already to kind of watch YouTube privately. Then we have aged accounts, which are very old accounts from 2006, 2009. Very old accounts are like $12, $13 or something. Then we also have pre-monetized accounts, which are YouTube accounts which are already monetized, all right? So you can choose one of these. I would highly recommend a new account or a personal account. Then you choose 5 to 10 video topics, but these have to be extremely good video topics. These cannot be half-assed video topics. These need to be good video topics, all right? Then we go to ChatGPT to write the script. The voiceover we do with ElevenLabs or GenAIPro. Then the editor, we hire a freelancer for like, let's say $20 a video. And we hire for the thumbnail, we hire a freelancer, we do it ourselves. Very important, we make the video 1.5 times longer. We keep the same title. We keep the same thumbnail strategy as our competitor channels. The title, also very similar titles. So these are two things you need to study. And these things need to be on point for this whole niche testing strategy to actually work, right? So now we're max gonna spend $100 to $200 on testing a channel. This is the max amount we can lose, okay? Now, what we're gonna do after, the videos are being created, we're gonna start posting. So we're gonna post, skip, post, skip, post, post, skip, post, all right? Now you can kind of have a different kind of rhythm as you want to, as long as YouTube doesn't, as long as you don't have a pattern, because YouTube does not like patterns because it's too AI, if I can say it like that, all right? So now one of two things is gonna happen. So either the channel is actually gonna take off, which takes usually around about 3 to 10 days. Once this year happens, right, that's only where you're gonna continue to post videos, because now you know that you're actually gonna make money. And I can literally show you on every single channel I run or start these days that we use this exact same strategy to kind of figure out if a channel is worth it or it's not worth it, right? But there are also worst case scenarios where nothing happens and you do not get any views. Now, if this happens, the reason why a channel might fail is very simple. So it's either your niche, your video topics, your packaging, your video length, or it's just a bad channel. And you will always have to go back and you will have to understand what exactly are you actually doing wrong. If you don't do that, you will never succeed with YouTube. You have to learn from your mistakes, all right? So in case of a channel failing, you just start with niche research again, and you repeat this process as many times as just possible, as fast as possible, all right? Trust me, if you repeat this process, like just repeat, I promise you one of at least 5 channels, if you go back and study why something is not working, is gonna work, all right? Okay, then for getting paid, very, very simple. I actually have to remove here some stuff. Just give me a second. Boom, removed. Okay, so getting paid is also very simple. So as I already explained, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which isn't that hard to actually get. Then if your goal is to make 10K a month with a $5 RPM, then you need around about 2 million views to make $10,000 a month, right? And then you obviously have other ways to monetize as well. We're actually crushing it with these with our students. So either like sponsorship deals, affiliate links, digital products, which we're crushing with one of our students, like absolutely crushing it. Then Patreon or channel members and paid communities. This is also something we're getting bigger on at this current stage. So yes, now this was it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, leave all questions below in the comments because I'm answering every single small question. And then keep in mind, if you are interested in working close with me, getting the same results as my students, check out the first link in the video description, book a call with me, and let's see if I can actually help you or not. And then I'll see you on the call. By the way, I take the call personally, so I'll see you on there. And then I'll see you guys in the next video.